Hello everyone, welcome to Pratibha Tech. In this video, we will solve the problem of the day question on Geeks for Geeks for 22nd March 2023. The problem statement for today is string RP or PR. This problem is based on string and greedy approach, and this problem has been asked in Google interview. Let's now open this problem to solve it. Let's go through and understand the given problem statement. Given a string S, in one operation you can remove the substring PR from the string S and get the amount X, or you can remove the substring RP and get the amount Y. Find the maximum amount you can get if you perform 0 or more such operation optimally. In note, it has been given substring of a string S is defined as the continuous sequence of the characters in S. After removing PR or RP, the order of the remaining letters should remain the same. So simply we will be given a string S. We have to perform some operation in that so that we can remove PR and RP or RP. Whether it will be first PR or RP, that will be based on the amount which we get after removing this. So for removing PR we get amount X, and if we remove RP then we get amount Y. So we have to find the maximum amount that we can get after removing PR or RP or both. I hope this is the problem statement, this is clear. So let's go through this given example. Here it is said input is X is equal to 5 and Y is equal to 4. So X is the amount which we get for removing PR and Y is the amount which we get for removing RP. And this is the given string. So here the output, it is said it is 15. In explanation it is said this is the given string and XY again. So first we remove PR. So how many PR are there in this one? The substring PR is occurring only one time. So this is that substring PR. So once we remove this PR, then the new string will become ABPRR. ABPPRR that will get after removing this PR. So now we can see in the new string, now we have got another combination of PR. So we have to remove it again. So once we remove that newly occurred PR again, the new string will become ABPR. So since it is containing again PR, then we will remove even that. So the new string will become AB. So now in this substring, we do not have any combination of either PR or RP. See here, first we are taking, in this one we can see there is no occurrence of RP here. So only PR combination is found here. And moreover, since removing PR will give us the more amount, so that's why we went ahead and tried with PR. So both observation went in favor of this PR only. RP was not present and PR was giving more amount. So in total we removed PR 3 times. So the total score is 3 into X plus 0 into Y. So that is 3 into 5 is equal to 15. Let's go through the second example. So here it is said for removing PR we get 7. For removing RP also we get 7. And this is the given string here. So the output here is 14. So here it is said as both have the same amount, we can either remove PR or RP. Here we start with PR, then we remove PR here. When we remove this PR, so the substring will become PPT PPR, this one. The string will become this one. The new string S will become this one. Then we can see we have other occurrence of PR. So we will remove this PR as well. So after removing this PR, now we get the new string as PPTP, where we do not have either the occurrence of PR or RP. So in total we removed 2 PR again here in this one. So again the total score is 2 into X plus 0 into Y. So here the value of X is 7. So 2 into 7 is giving is 14. So in both this example we removed PR only. Again in one situation it was giving more amount, and since RP was not present here, in the second one, since both in both the places, that means PR and RP both was giving same amount, so it was so that time we can decide that which one we want to remove first. So here again we went with PR. Let's go through some more example of the similar kind. So here, suppose if this is the given string PPRCRRRP. So here if in here we can see that x is equal to 1, y is equal to 8. So here we can see that since y is greater than x, then instead of in the previous two example which has been given in the problem, we removed PR first. But since here the condition is different, here the scenario is that removing RP is giving more amount. So we will remove all the occurrences of RP. So how many occurrences of RP was there? So here only one occurrence of RP was there. So we removed the RP. Then the new string became PPRCRR, and the total amount was 8 because we removed one occurrences of RP which was giving amount 8. So the amount is 8. Then we can see if you scan it again, then we can see that no RP is present, but one PR is present. One PR is present. So we can remove even that PR. So if we remove that PR, then we get the amount as 1 because we removed it again one time, and the amount for removing each of the PR is 1. So here the total amount will become 8 plus 1, 9. So 9 will be output for this combination. Let's look at another example. Here, if you consider this string, given input string as this one, then and x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 8. So here also see, here also we find that removing RP will give the more amount. So because y is greater than x, so we remove all occurrences of RP. So here we can see one occurrence is this one, another occurrence is this one. So after removing all RP, so it became the new string will become RRRI. So this is the RRRI. One R is this one, and the last of the string this 3. So this will become this one. And how many occurrences of RP was removed? So this we can directly see that we have removed 2 RP. But how it is calculated using formula? So initially we are taking the initial length of the string, which was here 8. Then after removal, we are taking the final length of the string, which is 4, this one. Then we divide the whatever the value we get by 2. We are dividing by 2 because we are considering a substring of length 2 only. So if we see this, then 8 minus 4 will become 4. So that means we in total we removed 4 characters. But how many substring of RP got removed? So substring of RP got removed was 2. So and since we are getting amount for removing the substring, not the characters, that's why we are taking we are dividing it by 2 so that we get the actual number of substring got removed. So the total amount is 2 into 8. Since removal of RP gives 8 amount, so 2 into 8 will become 16. So these are the 4 examples which was there to explain all the scenarios here. So I hope the problem statement, given examples and the extra examples which I have explained, that is very, very clear to you. So the way I have discussed those examples, the same approach we will use here. So the approach will first check the substring PR or RP, that means which substring either PR or RP gives the more amount. Then remove all its occurrences and using replace all method. Then we will count the number of pairs of the substring got removed and store it in some variable x. Then we will repeat the process for the other substring. So suppose if you are going for PR first, then we will do it for PR, and if you are going for RP first, then we'll do it for RP. See, in this one we have first removed RP, then we saw another occurrence of PR was there, then we went ahead for PR. So here we will first try, that means that which occurrence is coming first, so that we will remove, and then we will move to the next substring. So the process we will repeat for the other substring as well. The maximum amount can be calculated. Whatever the maximum amount that can be obtained is then returned by multiplying the count of PR pairs with x and count of RP pairs with y. So this is the approach we will follow. So using this approach, I have already prepared a solution just to save time in typing. So let me just copy this. I'll explain it line by line that what all things is done here. It is a similar thing whatever the sequence we have discussed in the example. Same thing here. So here also I have tried adding comments against each line so that the code becomes self-explanatory. So yeah, so here what we are doing, first we are getting the length of the given input string, that is s dot length of, and we are storing it in L. Then we are initializing str1 and str2 with the substring that we have to remove to earn the amount x and y. So if you remove PR, then we get amount x. If you remove RP, then we get the amount y. So we are initializing these two substring in str1 and str2. Then we are checking if y is greater than x, then we swap substring str1 and str2 and amount x and y. We are doing this one because we are giving in our code, we are giving first reference to str1. That means first chance to str1 to remove all the occurrences. So yeah, so that's why we are checking here that if the RP, that means if y is greater, that means instead of removing PR first, then we have to remove RP first. And since we are using str1 here, so just we are replacing the value in str1 and str2. That means we are just swapping the substring in str1 and str2, because in code we are using str1 first. So whichever removal gives the maximum amount, so that we will use first. So that's why since here y, if in case y is greater than x, then we swap the substring and amount as well. So here then after that, once that is done, then we check till the point that x contains substring str1, remove it using replace all method. So inside this while loop, until this condition become false, that means s dot index of str1 becomes negative, then that means a -1. That means till the point there is any occurrence of str1, we keep on removing, and once we find that there are no more occurrences of str1 in string, then this loop will terminate. So while substring str1 is found in S, remove it using replace all method. Then we will calculate the number of times str1 was removed by subtracting the length of S after removal of str1 from the original length of x. The scenario which we had discussed here. So here 8 was the initial length, then 4 was the final length. So subtracting this, then we divided by 2. Same thing is there. Same thing is here. That means calculate the number of times str1 was removed by subtracting the length s after removal of str1 from the original length of s, and divide by 2. So we get the number of times str1 was removed, that we are storing it in x. Then after that we update the length of s after removal of str1. If you can see here, initially we had stored the original length in variable L. So after this operation is done, that means after str1 is removed from the string, then we are updating the length so that we can perform the similar kind of operation for str2 on the remaining string. So here then again we are doing, while substring str2 is found in S, then remove it using replace all method. The same thing, whatever we did for str1, same we have to do for str2 as well. And here also same thing. Then once all the removal of str2 in string S is done, then we calculate the number of times str2 was removed. 2 was removed from the substring, removed by substring of the length S after removal of str2 from the original length of S, and then we divide it by 2. So initially we had removed str1, now we are checking for the same for str2. That means how many times the number of time str2 substring 2 str2 was removed from the length of this given string S, that means updated string S. So whatever was there and whatever we get after that, this L is there, the updated length of the original string, and after replacing whatever value we get, we are doing a subtraction of that and we divide it by 2. The same thing. Then after that, as a last step, we return the total amount earned by removing str1 and str2 strings respectively. So whatever the amount we earned for removing str1 and str2, So the count we have stored in x and y respectively, and we multiply it with the amount which is given in the problem, so that we get the actual and the total amount. Total amount we get after removing both this string, that means PR and RP, from the given input string S. Here the x and y was the amount given for removing one string. Here we got the number of RP and PR removed as this one, x and y. So that's why we multiply it with the respective amount for removing each item, and then so that we get the final amount, and that only we return. I hope this this algorithm, this code, everything is clear. Now let's try some compiling this code. So here we can see we have got correct output. Let's try submitting the solution. So here we can see it has passed all the test cases. So even the solution is correct for all the test cases, and this problem has been solved successfully. So talking about the time complexity of this problem, this solution, it is in the order of n square, where n is the length of input string s. This is because the while loop that calls the replace all method runs multiple times until all the occurrences of substring str1 and str2 are removed from the input string s. The replace all method has a time complexity of big O of n, where n is the length of the input string, and since it runs multiple times, the time complexity becomes big O of n square. Okay, so yeah, so that's it in this video. I'll provide the link for this question in the description box. Please do check that. Please like, comment and share the video, and please subscribe to the channel for more upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.